When the devil begins to afflict and oppress a people, and a particular challenge becomes loud in the courts of the heavens, and the attention of immortals are brought into that predicament, if you see the sons of men begin to cry and weep over a challenge, there is one particular pattern that is consistent with God as regarding how their intervention will come. God will go and carry one man from the midst of those who are bedeviled with that challenge. God will take that one who is part of the challenge, who is a victim, and isolate him, and then begin to take him through the courses of the spirits. And then everything God is able to do through his life to bring him to a place of freedom, God sends him back to the same space where he was taken out from. He then becomes an extension of every dealing, every program, everything he learned while God was bringing him out of that affliction. God will not come for everybody, he will come for one. Then that one becomes an extension. You know, there are many of us here, the matters that we are going through at the moment is because of the people you are ordained to bring those kinds of situations, those kinds of affliction, those kind of resistance. It is for their sake that God must insist you understand how you came out. Sometimes you will be free, but you did not understand the law that brought you out. So they take you back inside again and say you can't teach anybody yet because you have not grasped it. You will need to know it. You will need to understand this thing. This same you undermined, this same you looked down on, you are learning the principles that causes for change. One day you will stand and you will know you did not stay here by mistake. You can predict what you 1 + 1, the A and B that can culminate into where you are standing. You will find out that you understand it. It was God that taught you through a process. Sometimes the process will be a repetition. You will now feel you are not making progress. It is because there are more dealings, more principles to learn, because the cases you will meet on the field, different kinds of assortment of people's challenges. So they will make you experience that matter from different perspectives. When you stand, you are well furnished, you are balanced. Somebody comes to you and starts telling you, man of God, if I start telling you my problem and you look at them, after you are cooked in the fire of affliction, you say, I understand. And they don't understand how you cannot wait to listen to the 2 hours explanation. You don't need that explanation. Your past 10 years was preparing you. Is it 2 hours you will use to explain something I learned in 10 years? There are things you will not say that I will still tell you. This is why when we sit down with some people and we start talking, they say, how did you know what I wanted to come and tell you? We went through a corridor. God did not look at our tears. He made sure we went through it so that a day will come. Somebody's deliverance is what we carried. And when life is busy dealing with you, when life is busy afflicting you, every scar on your body becomes a testament, becomes a badge of qualification as regarding the kind of challenge you can confront. Listen, anything God has not been able to achieve in your life, you can't bring anybody into it. You will be a joker, you will be talking, you will be a waster of people's time. It will take a Moses from Egypt, separate him and teach him the way of the wilderness, and take him back. Go now and bring my people out, because he was once there. Oh, Joseph, listen to me. It looks like God has abandoned you. You are going through a lot of resistance, yet your hand is clean before God. Many spirits are buffeting your soul, reminding you that, are you sure you are on the right track? How can God reward somebody that is faithful with this kind of faith? Joseph, it is because of what is on your head. You must go through these parts. There are parts you can never escape. You can't run away from it. Deliverance is on your shoulder, and the only way you can command deliverance for everybody God wants to protect and preserve through you You must go through that part. You know, we're coming today, and I could not help but remember a few years back, I would be a laughing stock in the mouth of many people. Some people looked at me and said, now look at this one. If they leave them now, they will say they are called. Some people will look at you and say, look at all these ones. They go and look for jobs. There are no jobs. Then they say that they are called. And no matter how much you want to defend yourself and explain yourself, you want to go and prove that actually there was job. It's because of this thing that God will not give you a chance to explain. Say stay.